Now we are live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is so awesome to be live right now. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. We have a show for your butts tonight. We've got some of the most despicable names in comics. I'm just kidding now. No, we've got we yeah, I'm definitely one of them. So yeah, this is GEEKGASM. It's Lola show, but I'm taking over because uh she doesn't talk anyway. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good show, I think. We got two guests. We're gonna be taking some questions, talking about comics, talking about women in comics again, and then also a lot of cool online cons happening. A lot of people are giving their time to. I've seen. Well, I'll get into that after we roll the intro. I'll get into the right to roll the intro. Hmm? Save the good stuff. Save the good stuff. Save the good stuff. All right. Here's the intro. We're gonna roll it. Here we go. Hello, 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 hello. And we are joined by Pops Van Zant and good old Chuck Pinot.
What up, guys?
Hello. Hello. I love having guests. It is really cool. Now, I will say this. Hey Van Lola. Hey Glenn, how's it going, sir? Nice to see you in the chat as well. Well, you can turn your mic on a little bit because you're kind of low.
I am.
Yeah, much better.
There we go.
That's much better. Now everybody can hear you. So we got Chuck, and we got Pops, and you got me,
Of
and
course.
my Joe Kubert art.
Man, his books are huge. I'm gonna grab one of the books to show everybody.
What are you doing? What?
Yeah,
I'm about to get it.
What the hell?
Ah!
It's huge.
Get off me, dog.
Oh,
Whose book is that?
Get off
Joe
me,
Kubert
dog.
art school.
Wow.
That's Zeus the Moose right there.
So again, I'm varying grant everybody. You should know me. Someone's computer's going crazy.
yeah. Not mine.
That's not mine either, but it's okay.
I mean,
We'll get it. Hello, everybody there. My name is Varian Grant, co-owner of Last Fall Comics. Been so for the last 8 years, and founder of IndieVolt Media LLC. Started making comics way back in 2008. First comic I ever published was a black and white interior action comedy called Psycho Sirens. I'm a father, a husband, a geek, a creator, a publisher, reluctant taxpayer, and an artist. Not that way. And you're one. Lola show.
My
Lola,
show.
Who are you?
I'm Lola. I'm the co-publisher of Last Call Comics and the host of GEEKGASM.
And we're joined by guests tonight. We're gonna have Pops introduce himself and then Chuck.
Pops Van Zant, admin of the Comic Related Madness, comic book character, promoter, whatever, everything anymore. Started out just a collector about 5 months ago, and it's like now I promote, I organize cons, I'm doing everything I can to help people, man. That's pretty much what it is.
That's cool. And then we got Mr. Chuck.
hey, we appreciate what you're doing, Pops. Hey, guys, I'm Chuck. I'm a writer, editor, comic reviewer, I'm working on an audio drama that's out. So doing a little bit of everything, trying to make it happen.
Cool. And we are going to talk about everybody's different projects tonight, including Pops. He's got a convention that he's doing on the 3rd to the 5th of April. It's online Comic-Con, sponsored by Third Empire. Comic Related Madness. It's going down April 3rd through the 5th online, so there's no chance of getting coronavirus. There's no chance. First, we're gonna jump into questions, though. Lola's questions. And you guys feel free to weigh in on any of these questions. Put them on the screen now. So Germ says, Lola, you're super quiet on the shows. Are these men holding you hostage and forcing you to accept geekdom?
No, Germs, they're not. Thanks for writing in. I'm not being held hostage. I'm just a quiet one. Because sometimes my opinions can trigger people. We'll put it that way. But I will try to be more talkative. But I had to be nice at the same time.
You guys should know that Lola is not that quiet. She is never been that quiet. I like how everybody's trying to get her from the stain too. Like Chuck moved over so his face.
It looked like I got splooged on, so I had to move.
Oh no.
That's the idea, Chuck.
Go ahead and cut it off right there.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, it's
Dave, the Supreme Cat. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave, how's it going, sir? Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. It is. Dave drew a really cool Ninja Turtle piece. He did it online. I thought it was really cool looking. Glenn says, we don't like trigger people here. No, we don't.
No.
Next question for Lola. Oh, did anybody want to weigh in on that? Have you guys noticed how quiet Lola is?
You know, I watched last week and she is quiet.
Yeah. Chuck, what do you think? Is Lola too quiet some days?
Well, for it being her show, yeah, maybe a little bit. I feel like, hey man, if you have something to say and it's your show, stand on your soapbox and do it.
Yeah. I told him mute me.
Yeah.
Because I can take over real bad.
I'm coming out of my shell more. I'm learning to talk more.
Germ says, I pay good money for a series of professional grade Lola trading cards. Oh, maybe with a little fabric insert of clothes she's worn on the shows.
I can hook you up, Germs.
He said professional grade, Lola. Professional grade. You can't just go cut out some pictures on a Titan.
I'll get some shirts made up. And then I'll showcase them on the show.
Yeah, man, there you go. You got to pay some money. Sorry, Lola.
I'll work on it.
Yeah. Also, as a female in the industry, I'm a colorist. I find that most guys treat me with kid gloves. It's the other bitches that you need to watch. That came from Kim F.
Kim needs to join the Comic Related Madness group right now.
Oh, that's not the first time I've heard that from a woman. I've heard other women tell me like the other girls in the industry are horrible. I know Chuck. You've heard that before, probably. I'm guessing from other females in the industry. Chuck's like, no, I won't comment on that.
It's not all the
No.
but there is
Sorry,
a big group of them.
I haven't heard that a lot, to be honest, but I mean, then I know this will sound stupid, but I kind of try to treat everyone the same. I mean, my house, I have mostly women in my house. I was raised by a single mother. Like, females are just, it's been my life. So I kind of try to treat everyone the same if I can.
Mm-hmm. She said that it's the other women you have to worry about. Pops, you want to weigh in on that?
Well,
As a woman,
I haven't been in the industry like that, so I can't say anything other than how they act about me sharing their work in the group and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Some are like totally cool and appreciative, and others are not. But that goes
how
with
can you
men
not
too.
be appreciative of someone sharing your shit? Like, I don't get that.
It happened today. I ain't even going into it because I don't want to name drop, but it happened today, man. You know?
Well, you don't have to name drop, but like, I don't even understand how the fuck someone's gonna be mad that you're sharing their stuff.
I actually had people.
It happens all the time.
There was actually people in her group that were kind of jumping my ass for wanting to share her stuff in my group. They were like, no, you should bring your people to her group. And I'm like, okay, I understand the share my group, share your group, but nobody shares my group over there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now you're asking me to go out of my way for you when you won't even let me share your work in my group.
Yeah.
How can I promote you if people can't see your work?
Yeah, I think that's an easy Cool. Well, then I won't share. Bye.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Ciao. I couldn't believe it. The members of her group were jumping on me. I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. You know, I ain't never.
That's more common than you think. I've heard it a lot of times where they don't want their stuff shared in a particular group, but they want all your members.
Yeah.
I'm a slut. You can share me wherever.
And I do. If I see your work outside of my group, I share it in my group. If you share your work in my group, I share it out of my group. I promote everybody at no expense because these are the times we live in.
Yeah.
Period.
Good, because I can't afford it.
No, there's guys that work on the book that I'm in, okay?
Mhm.
And they work all day and they come home and they art all day and they don't have time to promote. You know? I mean, they really don't. It's like life takes control. You do all that you got to do, and then there's still that one thing, and that's where I come in. I don't mind being that guy. I will promote everybody, you know, until you give me a reason not to. Then I'm like,
Fabian says, I have a good time, guys. I'm going to rest. You too, Fabian. Have a
right.
good rest. Stay safe. And Lynn says, that's crazy what you're going through. That is. But you know, I've heard of similar stories. I've heard of people telling me that they could not share. What was it? They shared some artwork again in a group. The fans of that person went and said, "Hey, this guy's sharing your artwork in his group. He's getting likes on your post." And he's like, "Well, technically, I'm not." I mean, I'm telling people, "Hey, look at this art." They even try, and sometimes you can't tag somebody not a part of a group. So the whole social media thing kind of gets defeated by someone's fees. Now, I get it if you edited the art, you've taken out names, you've taken out, you know, so no one can even track me down to find out who that is. That's fine. I belong to a Ninja Turtle group, and I took a picture of a post of a print that I did, and I put it up, and I said, "Hey guys, I don't know if I ever shared this here, but I took a picture of the print itself. One, because, you know, I'm obviously drawing someone's IP without, you know, permission. What I do is I do like a parody though. I take Ninja Turtles or any character, and I make like movie posters out of it. So I did the Four Brothers, that movie with Tyrese and Mark Wahlberg.
Right.
Oh, nice.
I did it with the Ninja Turtles, and I figured, okay, you know, this is kind of cool, and I posted it in the group, and everyone liked it. But one guy went out of his way to take it and trim it and cut it and say, "Here, I reposted it for you, so it's straight." Like that was the point of not me posting it the way I did, so that it would dissuade others from one.
Doing exactly what he did.
Yeah. So
well,
I mean,
you know, I'm just like watermark. If it bothers you, watermark your work.
Yeah.
I know a solution. You know,
I seen an artist in South Dakota. She actually has her bags. She has her art in bags, and she has that on her print wall, and it's all watermarked or going across the image, her name. So if you take a picture, which people do, people will come right up to my art at conventions and taking a nice framed up picture of my art with their phone. You know, they're like, "Can I get this lined up?" Okay, and I know where it's going. It's going on their Instagram. It's like they're not going to tag me in it. They're not like, at least tag me in it.
Yeah. I mean, I share somebody's work. I share their work. I don't take a picture of it and post it in my group.
Yeah.
I share their post, their work, if they put it out there for me to see it. I'm just trying to promote everybody. I want everybody to be successful. If you look at the group promo or introduction or whatever in our group, the first thing it says is, "I'm about everybody being successful."
Yeah.
I want everybody to be successful. You know, and I'm not even, I don't care about making a dime.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I got mine. I'm doing all right. I'm not trying to get nobody else's.
Yeah. The next question is from Samantha T. That's I just moved out. She says, "I'll be a booth babe for my boyfriend." Oh, sorry, that echoes there. For my boyfriend for the first time this year, maybe. I was wondering if you have any tips on wearing heels for prolonged hours. Aftercare, please and thanks.
I don't know. I don't do the heels. I can't help you.
So here's my
Your
aftercare
feet
for
are-
heels.
Chuck's got this.
Go ahead, Chuck, and then I'll go in after you.
No. I am not going to be the one to talk before the woman about this. I'm not
No,
mansplaining
go
this
ahead,
shit.
Start to
You
talk.
take this
Go
one.
ahead.
Okay, honestly, I haven't worn heels a lot. I have. And how? It's none of your damn business. What I would say though,
How
if
were
you're
they?
his booth babe, he better be rubbing your damn feet afterwards, because that's part of the aftercare.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you
Also-
need to tell it to somebody else then.
Also, getting some of those the Dr. Scholl's soles, the gel
Mhm.
inserts. Anytime you're in new shoes, that's always the way to go.
hmm
I don't do feet.
Now that I've mansplained.
That's just outside of the question. No.
Before I answer that question, I got a question for you, Chuck.
Uh-oh.
What kind of heels were they, and how tall were they?
Okay, so I have really bad ankles, so they weren't really tall. They were, like probably about inch and a half.
Those
And,
are baby heels.
They are baby heels, but they made my legs look fucking good. So, just saying.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
My advice would be, get the inserts, but wear the heels around the house. Get used to them. Break them in, and bring some flats to the shows with you. Like if you're going to the bathroom or going to get food or anything like that, wear flats. Don't wear the heels around the con. Just wear them at the table. That's what I do. But I'm also wearing 7 to 10-inch heels when I wear my heels. So find something that's comfortable for you. Break them in. That's the best advice I can get.
Glenn Ford shares my feelings on feet.
Lola, would you also say though that a smart move would just be to understand when you're beat? Like, if you've been on those on your feet for like 8 hours and you're done, like you just got to get the hell out of them. Slip into some soft shoes or something. Like don't be a hero. It's not worth it, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, like if it's her first show and she's not wearing used to wearing heels all the time, it's gonna kill her feet the first time. So you gotta get your feet used to it.
Right. I'm just
So
gonna
push
say
yourself
one
to
thing.
the limit.
I want to say one thing from the other side of the table. You can't see your damn feet. When you're on
Booth
the other
babes
side
get
of
out
the
from
table,
behind the
you
table,
gotta be
dude.
Yeah.
comfortable. On the other side
The
of
booth babes are usually in front of the table, though.
Well, I mean, I'm saying when you're on the other side of the table, be comfortable.
Yeah.
Unless you're like me,
You know, when they come
I'll
out,
prop my legs up.
it's different. You know, when you're back there, we can't see your feet anyway. Be comfortable. You know.
What I've seen Lola do is she'll get when she comes behind the table, she'll kick her heels off,
Exactly.
and she'll be sitting there resting. And the minute she has to get up, she has to slide her feet back in. And thank God they're stripper heels, so they don't have straps. And she has to slide her feet back in and go back around there on the other side of the table and talk to people. What was weird was I remember one year at a con, she's standing there in her heels, and she had I think it was the first year you had the gun heels. And this guy walks up and he's like, I love your heels. Yeah. And his wife was like, yeah, me too. And his wife has heels on too. But he has them take pictures with their feet together. Like, well, they're heels. And he's getting pictures of her feet from every side angle he can. And I'm like, oh, this guy he's one of them.
He likes.
He's one of them. Yeah. So that's all the questions that we got. So, Pops, let's talk about your book you just showed us. Now,
Right.
correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, Lola, I almost kicked you out. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You did kick.
You got a book that some gentlemen have done of you. They made you a side characters in the book, or are you the main character?
No, I'm a side character.
Side character. And you haven't read the book yet because you want to be surprised.
It's just like that. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the late Roman Morales. He used to do Third Empire comics. Did some stuff with Polito. Okay, and he passed a while back, and his partner Greg Harms waited a while. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do with it, and then he got the family's blessing to go ahead and carry on Third Empire. So Mojo Rising is going to be the first book under the new Third Empire banner. That's why that's a Third Empire up there in the corner, And it's Raj Mahan created it. It's his character. This is Mojo, and Mojo's the hero or anti-hero. It's set in post-apocalyptic New Orleans. Now, I don't know why we're in post-apocalyptic because, like I said, I haven't read the story. But I've seen plenty of art, of some of the panel art, and I kind of have some idea what's going to happen. And if you want to see Pops get whooped up, this is the book to buy. Because, I mean, they're gonna mess me up. I already know it. It's like I'm gonna get hypnotized. I'm gonna get beat up. And who knows in the next books what's going to happen? But I'm really excited for it because what happened? How does that happen? Okay, 5 months ago I was a collector.
Yeah,
that's all. I collected comics. I didn't know anybody in comics. 5 months later, I got a huge group. I've got all kinds of friends in the industry now, like Chuck, who I've been talking to a lot lately. It's just blown up on me. And those guys, for whatever reason, decided to turn Pops Van Zant into a comic book character. And there's no way to describe that. I don't know. Cool. I mean, I've been a collector all my life, and to suddenly be able to show my grandkids myself in a comic it's kind of epic. I'm serious. There's no way to really describe that. Because my grandkids are all into it. My son's into it, I mean, comics and comic art and everything is a big part of what we do here, And man, the kids are like just totally excited. Every time I get a little picture I can show them, they just get lit up. They've actually, I mean, I'm even going to go a little farther. Book 2 actually has a character that my 6-year-old grandson created.
Oh,
wow.
So, I mean, these guys are so cool. Greg Harm, Raj Mahan, Manuel Soto, Edwin Artex, Badillo, Jim O'Reilly. These guys just rock, man. There ain't no other way I can describe how they've made me feel. And like, okay, let's say that Brian Polito and Lady Death is the flagship of the Collector's Corner. Everything under the Third Empire banner is going to be the flagship of comic-related madness.
That's cool.
Not that I'm not going to promote everybody else, but those are my guys.
Yeah.
My guys.
I'm glad that we got you, Chuck, because there's a question from IndieVolt Radio from a young guy. He does not want me to say his name, but he recently put his comic out through a publisher, and he said that the publisher has an in-house editor, meaning that was one less thing he had to pay for. Unfortunately for him, his editor and the publisher and apparently the artist got together and decided to change things in the book. And now the book's been printed. It's not. He did the drama squirrel phase. Wait a minute.
No, and I ain't even in the industry. I know that's wrong. Come on, man. What?
They changed the book on him, and he's just seen the book. It's not at all what he wanted. It's not at all what he wrote. He is unfortunately stuck in a 15-year deal. What should he do, Chuck?
Give up?
Bad deal.
Creative.
No, don't give up. As far as comics are concerned, dude, 15 year deal. obviously you're new, and that's not nothing. We were all new. Hell, in a lot of ways, I'm still new. I haven't had to really work for another publisher too much. 15-year deal, like that's fucked up. And then for them to touch your stuff, like you're the writer. So you should, what usually would happen anywhere else is the editor would come to you and say, this is what's, what we see that needs to be changed, and what we expect to be done, and go. So obviously, like, I have to assume it's not creator owned, because if it was creator owned and they got to just step up and take it.
No, he says it's creator owned. He's really upset. Creator owned project, but now that he's seen it, it's like not his book.
The only way to give up creative control. That's what I want to know. Did he sign something that gives away creative control of his characters and his story? Because if
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, you know what? I would. Is the book already out there? Like, is it?
Yeah, he's got copies of the book. He's got. Well, his letters. I have crates of a book that don't reflect my original intention, and he paid for this too. So
he needs to look over the contract and see if it's in his contract that they can do that.
So wait, how did he pay for it too?
He paid for his artist. His artist and his editor went behind his back, and
he paid them to change his book.
Basically, should I have him contact you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, wow. Definitely contact me.
Okay.
You don't want that editor, and you don't want that artist either.
Yeah.
Honestly, look, it sucks, and I'm sure this idea was probably something you're very excited about, but I would almost just be like, well, guess what? I'm not doing that title. I got to walk away. Let the 15 years lapse, because they shouldn't be able to touch it without you.
Yeah, maybe even
because
maybe Alan Smithy here on that.
What's that?
Alan Smithy, when you don't want your name on a project, you have them credit Alan Smithy.
Yeah, right. And and then I would move on to something else. I mean, honestly, at that point, I'd be like, well, I think I'm leaving this one behind. But yeah, feel free to get. I have not been in a situation like this. I would gladly help you find out what you can do. I will say that there is a guy online. His name is, and I have to look it up, Gamal. And it's Gamal, G-A-M, but
Glenn Force, it sounds like they're trying to screw him over. Trying. They did.
No, they're doing it, dude. They're elbow deep.
They pretty much his property.
In fact, it depends on how much they changed it, because they changed it quite a bit.
Yeah.
It now no longer reflects his idea.
He could just go on and do his idea and change the name.
So here's my suggestion. What you want to do is you want to get in touch with a guy called Gamal Hennessy. GAMAL HENNESSY. He is a comic book lawyer. That is what he does. And he is an amazing dude. He's so helpful. He at least can give you all the advice. There's a good chance you can even get him to look over the contract and whatnot. You might, depending on how much work it requires out of him, he might expect you to pay him because he is a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
But at the very least, he can give you some good advice. He'll ask you the questions that need to be asked, and he will point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
As far as an editor is concerned, you need someone. If I can't help you, if I'm too busy, I will gladly find the perfect person for your project and help you out, because that fucking sucks, and I don't want you to give up.
So I guess what looks like it happened here is that the publisher he signed with takes care of everything. So they have an in-house editor and an in-house artist. So I think that's what happened. I think that they got his idea, he paid them, and they turned out a comic that's not.
Yeah. So then, was he paying the artist though?
Yeah, he paid the artist, he paid everything. He didn't pay. Only thing he didn't pay was for the printing.
If you pay for the artist but he didn't pay for the printing?
No, he didn't pay for the printing. The publisher paid for the printing.
That whole thing is weird, man. So, yeah, I mean, there's so many red flags on that.
Yeah.
You're paying for the art, but they get the copies. I'd be interested in finding out how many copies you get to sell, if any. Wow. Yeah.
If you're, well, I can't say your name, but I'll call you Writer B. If you're listening, get in touch with us through Twitter or IndieVolt at IndieVoltLive.com, and I will make sure you get in touch with Chuck. You can also find Chuck on Facebook. I don't think you mind, right, Chuck?
No, PINEAU. That's my actually. The name is right there. You can track me down on Facebook. I'll take care of you, man. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Chucky Pin.
No, he's on the IndieVolt radio. So that's gonna be Chuck PINEAU. And then if you ever want to come on IndieVolt or even talk about what happened, we'd be happy to have you on. And we're doing this thing called Bully Buster now, where we talk about people in the industry who've been bullying, and that's a bullying tactic. I mean, if I ever heard, imagine that. You get books in the mail, you're excited, you flip them open, you read, and you're like, okay, this isn't right. Because you know what that seems like to me? You ever heard directors, they make a movie, and then the studio locks them out the editing bay?
Yeah.
And then they go see their movie, and they're like, what the fuck is this?
I would have been...
Show him the artwork.
Yeah.
The pages. They hid those from him too.
Yeah. Chuck, you said you would have been what?
I would have been already banging on doors when I found out, the art's done. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the creator. Yeah. I want to see the art. I want to know what's going on.
You're not printing nothing until I see it and okay it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the same as, so what I've started doing as an editor is a lot of people will say, Chuck, you should have a page rate because maybe I want you for this, but I don't want you for proofreading. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But the thing about it is that I don't want to trust your sister-in-law or whoever to proofread it. Mm-hmm. If they're better than me and I look over it and it's perfect, fine. But I literally, because my name is on there as the editor, I want my eyes to be the last eyes on that motherfucker before it hits the printer. I want to see that and go, okay. And then if it goes through and I miss something, it's on my name. And I just got to deal with that. That's my loss. I screwed up. Yeah. I can apologize or I can take that one on the chin or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's on me. And but no, man, to be able to and now you have to, you wrote this thing, but you didn't. Like
yeah. They changed so much of it. If they do change a lot of it, then they change so much of it. It's not your story anymore. It's not the original concept.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. I will say this. I had a situation kind of like that. Kind of, not quite the same. A book was printed without my permission in a format I never would have allowed, in a condition I never would have allowed, and it was not received well by people, and like people who picked the book up, it was not received well. But my name was never on that book. Nowhere on that book. My company was. It was never on that book. So at least I mean. But I still felt responsible because it was my company, and I take my business personally. So,
it's your name, man. You have to.
Yeah, and So tell us a little bit, Pops, about your online Comic-Con.
Well, like I said, I just virus. We all know why, and it's something I put together for the people in my group because they ain't getting a check. They ain't sitting at the cons. We have almost a full schedule now. We're down to just like maybe 2 or 3 slots left, 25-minute slots. But it's basically it's like comic related madness meets QVC. Come out. Mm-hmm. I'm a web host just like you guys are. If they want the full screen, I'll get all the way out the way and let them do their thing. If they want me out here to bounce questions off them or whatever, I'll be that. I'll be whatever they want to be. I'm just about it's about exposure. We all know that. Nobody's book does well if nobody knows about it. You have to promote. So basically, that's what I do every day. I share everybody's stuff. I promote everybody's stuff. And when I decided to do this, I got a pretty good, I got pretty good feedback from everybody. We have some good people out here.
So far, who do you have?
Well, we got some of our own guys: Manuel Soto, Jim O'Reilly, Russell Oldham. They're all coming out from under Third Empire banner. We got Adam Fields, Dan Connor, Sean Howe, Raven Monroe. Brian Daniels is going to come out at the end of Saturday night and do one of his duck pull auctions where you pay for a little duck and he pulls it, and whatever number on it, that's what you get. And it could be all the way up to like $100 book. I mean, we got vendors, we got artists, we got creators. And Alton Simpson's kicking off Sunday, the Vampires in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys know that title or not, but he's kicking off Sunday. And right after him is Comics and More New Jersey. Bill and Heather, they're going to be out there showing off their stuff. And then Michael DePascal, great artist, done some Lady Death, done all kinds of stuff. He's going to be out there. Moto Glass with his glass etchings. He's got, like shot glasses and coffee cups and everything with all kinds of comic characters etched in the glass.
And this won't be and of course, this is all free for everybody.
Yeah, it's all these guys are just coming out. I'm not making a dime, man. I'm not trying to profit off this. Not even next year.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's never, for me, this has never been about making money. When I decided, I was in everybody else's group. I was in the corner, I was in the MCBCFA, and they're all doing great things for people, but they also do great things for themselves.
Well, yeah, I find it interesting. You started off as a fan, and Lola had to drop out. Her computer's messing up, but she'll be back. I find it interesting that Pops, you said you started out as a
just a collector.
And now when comics, this time of need for comics, I mean, for a lot of people, but for those making their money through comics, here are collectors and fans standing up and saying, hey, I want to do something. I might not have much money to give and I've run out of money to support, but I want to do something. So how can I get your names out there?
It's so real, the money part, because I'll be honest, I'm the brokest guy in the room. I can afford to back some lower tier stuff every now and then, but I can't back everybody that I like, everybody who puts out a book that I go, damn, that's sweet. I can't buy them all, but I can promote them all. I can do my best to make sure they all make some money or cover their Kickstarter or whatever. That's what I try to do, man.
Yeah. I wonder though, and I'll say this: I've seen people, and I've said it on my show, and now that Lola's computer is jacked up. She is hanging around, but her computer froze. So we'll keep old Lola around. She is rebooting her computer right now, but she's gonna hang out in the messages. So yeah, there she is. But I will say this, guys. At the same time, I'm super excited to see everybody doing so much for this industry, and for a while, Chuck, Rob. Yeah. So many others have been before the
ostracized. Is that the word you're looking for?
No. Before COVID, we were out here promoting each other, everybody else's projects, and it is really weird because I went to a couple of different promotions or publishers, and I said, "Hey, look, I got this thing called IndieVolt. It is not for." It's not for me. I'm not putting, because I've seen some people actually advertise other comics on their personal like YouTube, like not even personal YouTube, but they're comics YouTube. So heck, if I can get Chuck and Pops on there, I can get all their fans and get them to look at my stuff. And that's not what I wanted to do. So I created something totally independent from my publishing company. I wanted to create something totally away from it, not attached, its own LLC, and it is. Now, what has happened is I was told by someone, I was like, why can't I get this one particular publisher to let me talk to people? And I was told, oh, well, they can't because they got told not to talk to small publishers, small podcasts or small YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I've already caught some of that. All right.
Don't how many views do you have? Well, IndieVolt Radio, which right now has 6,549 people listening right now on IndieVolt Radio. That's a big reach. Our YouTube numbers, give or take, but our numbers of people who are listening live on the radio is always, to me, almost one of the reasons why I can't wait to do this when we do it, because I got that live radio audience, which are they listen to us, and for the most part, I hope they understand what we're saying. Hope they aren't learning bad English from this.
Check this out. I didn't know nothing about any of that.
Yeah,
I wasn't out here trying to get on your subscribers,
right.
Or you know what I mean. It's like I didn't know you had them. I didn't know you had a live radio. I thought it was a YouTube podcast.
Yeah. No, we got.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm new, really new. I don't know none of this, man. I'm not trying to. I want everybody's fan bases to bounce off each other, because, like I said, exposure is king in the con. That was the whole purpose, was to get everybody's different fan bases to come and see each other's stuff. Mm-hmm. That was the whole thing. Help each other out. That was what you just told me about possibly talking to 6,000 people. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to join the comic related madness.
Now he becomes the slut. Yeah. All right, you can track me down here. My PayPal and my Venmo is this.
Well, I've been watching some of these disingenuous so-and-sos get on YouTube now and on Facebook, and they can't stay off now. They can't stay off. They're like, every couple minutes, buy my book. And the thing is, my message has never changed. It's buy these books. Buy these books. As long as the guy next to me is still eating, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with pushing your company. But what I'm saying is that you can't go say, hey, we need your help, and then go on another show and talk about just how great you're doing financially. Yeah. Otherwise it comes across as it comes across as false, and we know you're full of shit. Having said that, Lola's back also. I don't know if her camera's connected yet. Yeah, her camera's not working yet, but she's trying. She's almost there. Yeah, it's the story of her life. Almost there, never gets to finish. Story of her life. But I got a question. What's up with the baby boy balloons behind you, sir?
Here we go. So here's the funny thing. What is it? Today's Wednesday. So yesterday was my dude Eric Cockrell's birthday.
Okay.
And on Monday we filmed. I have a podcast that Eric and I work on called Essence House. Mm-hmm. It's an audio drama, and we do, for our Patreon users, we do an after show. Okay. And so because it was the day before his birthday, we decided to surprise him by having the birthday balloons and all that stuff. And so I just decided, how hilarious is that, just to leave them up, and they're always there when I do my videos, when I'm on other shows, all that kind of stuff. They're there, and people will be like, what the hell is going on over there? So I got exactly from you what I was looking for.
I see. Because I'm looking like, does it say baby boy on it? It does.
It says baby boy. The joke basically is that, like, on this one, mm-hmm. you can't see it that well, but I wrote Happy Ramadan. Basically, I wanted to get the most unusual unbirthday things ever and just have them up here. So it just looks like the worst last minute birthday ever.
That is cool. That is cool. I'm jealous now. I didn't give me my birthday, so yeah, that's I'm gonna have to next year. I'm gonna have to really ride you hard on. Hey, it's my birthday. It's coming up. Oh, my balloons. Scott Roseman says, let the guys know I'm here listening. They better keep it clean. Yeah, Scott.
That's not something I'm good at.
Scott, I was, and now I really want to go back because I was in Second and Charles on my birthday, which they hadn't closed everything up yet, and they had some comics and they had some Space Ghost comics, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, those are going to be Scott's. I'm pretty sure Scott did some of these ghost Space Ghost comics. And before I can get over to them, there's this guy. He comes and stands over there and he's looking through the box right next to it. I'm making social distancing. I can't get over to the books. But yeah, I keep thinking I need to go to some of my other comics and see if I got some Scott Roseman comics. I'm pretty sure I do, and he should be forced to sign them at the next show.
Yeah,
he should be forced to sign them. Glenn Ford said that's funny, Chuck. Yeah, that's as if you guys checked out Ionicus, which is Glenn Ford's toy review station. If you guys get a chance, check it out. He does toy reviews, action figure reviews, and he has tons of long boxes and action figures behind him. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think let me see here. I want to bring it up to Chuck.
Yeah.
Did you? Was it you?
Probably.
Who just launched a new project? Not launched, but they're on a new project that just launched. Is it you?
No, I mean I'm always on Kickstarter with something I've edited or worked on. Like right now, Hybrids Sons of God is on Kickstarter right now, and that's a project I did with Luke Stone, which is a really cool one, and that's already funded and they're on stretch goals and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I mean, honestly, every single month of the year for the last more than a year and a half, I've been on Kickstarter for something that I've worked on. So there's always something. Right now, I'm mostly pushing Essence House, the audio drama, and then of course, I'm working on Belial, and I'm working on a bunch of other editing stuff to keep stuff going, man.
I gotta get Luke and Dave Wheeler, and I really want to get Josh Harris and the two Elk brothers all together on the show once, because I swear they all look alike, and I want to get them all together so I can just yeah, and then maybe give me some drama started too, like, so whose daddy was a Rolling Stone? That's what I was like whose daddy was a Rolling Stone? Because that happens.
I like Rachel's profile picture. I don't know.
Yeah, Rachel actually grew up with Lola, and they're besties, and since the 8th grade. Yeah, and I can imagine them walking around 8th grade together, and the poor teachers must have had horrible thoughts because and when they got in high school, like, yeah, not the 8th grade teacher, but like look, 12th grade, you're 18.
We were trouble.
See. Mm-hmm. You keep your stories to yourself. Rachel's husband could be watching. He didn't need to hear that.
Hit my DMs, girl. Hit my DMs.
With the scoop.
Audio clips. Here we go.
I had a and Lola will tell you this, guys. And this is something related to those booth girls, and we'll probably lose viewers for this on the YouTube, but we're gonna tell it anyway. Lola and me had these booth girls, and we hired a lot of them, and you guys may have seen the pictures of some of them from a couple of weeks back. But one of them, and not one of the pictures, there was another one we put up, but she said, yeah, guys, I would really love to work with you guys. I feel that it'll be great, and it will be great, terrific, she says, for my side business. And at first I didn't really quite understand what she meant by side business. I thought that she meant, she could do anything. Maybe she knits.
stickers or whatever. Yeah.
She does something, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't match.
No.
Yeah, she calls them how she sees them. I call them how I hope they are. And this girl was, and she said, well, yeah, I'm an escort. And what she was hoping to be able to do was to come to the shows, meet a young gentleman, and
Take your money.
yeah, after the show. And I wasn't having it, and I told her as such. And she was really upset with me and Lola. She did not like that, and we had another one. We had to get rid of because she wanted to move in with us. Now, being a man, when
Randy,
huh?
Randy's turning in for the night.
Okay. Good night, Randy. Good night.
See you in the morning on Breakfast Buzz.
I'll see you in the morning, sir. Being a man, when a
Says we were wild.
yeah, when an attractive woman says, "Hey, I want to move in with you guys," generally, there's a lot of excitement. It's like, yeah, this can happen. And then she said to me, "Hey, can I do my business from your house?" And my heart dropped into my stomach because I knew, like, why would you do your business from my? Oh no! But she was a masseuse. That
Oh.
she was a masseuse.
Not Chuck.
Happy ending.
Oh. So
Yeah.
there was a. Yeah.
Yeah, she provide happy endings, and I was like, oh man, and she was like, the fact that she asked me, hey, can I do my business from your house, really, really shocked me because I was like, no, I got my son here. What are you talking about? No, you can't do your. Why would you even suggest that? But
Yeah. How do you get to that level? Like, I mean, that's a lot to ask for.
yeah, you telling me it's a lot to ask for. But yeah, we hire booth girls of every shape, color, size. One of my okay, maybe it's gonna load up, maybe not. I had a streaming fan where I thought, and I begged and begged to let me. Um, but she would not. Such a thing happen. Oh, do I?
You had a transgender.
Oh yeah, I had a transgender model. Not that I wanted to marry. No, another one. And I have a transgender model, and she, we don't discriminate. And she wanted to model for us, and she was a very nice girl. Problematic later on, but I did have this one. She was Chinese and Irish, and she was this girl was gorgeous, and she came in, and I begged my wife to let me marry her. I'm like, please let me marry her. I mean, we can move to Utah, and we named her Syra. Here she is. That's one of our booth girls. And the guy quickly was like, yes, she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. I wanted to marry her, but my wife wouldn't let me. Sucks. It's like, this is being selfish for me. I had a picture of all the booth girls together, but now I don't. Yeah, I shouldn't be. Look, you can't hang out with that many girls at your booth and not have fun. I mean, it's just weird though, because I will say this: she is. She can be a bit of a troublemaker. She can be a bit of a. Here they all are. Here we go. I will upload a picture of all the last call girls. Funny story. Don't call name last call comics. Don't name the last call girl. That will PayPal on it, and hold idea. God, I'll never ask you the model. What I will ask you to do is help me select the models. Scott may help me do that. The models.
That's a plum job.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good job.
Yeah. Job. Where the heck Okay, there we go. Holding up all day. Yeah, yeah. Hello, nurse says, and yeah, some of the girls are very pretty. But
I wasn't attracted to her.
Yeah, no, not her. But
she was pretty, but I wasn't attracted to her.
There's all the booth girls together. All the last call booth girls, and there's the middle.
Is that St. Patrick's Day?
No, my company colors are green, so they all wore green. And believe it or not, I mean, like, yeah. That's why. Believe it or not, I mean, like, yeah. That's why. Believe it or not, I mean, like, yeah.
I lost sound somehow. I got no sound.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm not hearing anything from them either.
How's that?
There it is.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying that I would have situations where these girls, I was getting in trouble with my neighbors because these girls would come to my house and hang out, or hang out like a day before the show. So I think my neighbors thought, and they'd sit on the balcony and they smoked cigarettes or whatever, or ordered food. It was summertime, and I think my neighbors all thought that I was up to something, like, what's he doing? Because you see these girls, and then you'll see these girls come over, and we turn the living room into like a photo shoot. So at night, you see the cameras flash for hours. You'd see me go out, go get pizza and alcohol, bring it back, and it was pretty bad. I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the reasons why.
Marion's walking the street with his pimp cane and his friggin' boa and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like,
I want to get. Yeah, it was. She did. She kept the girls in line because they would go off and get kind of wild sometimes. In fact, I can tell you guys some stories. That'd be for afterwards, though. But Lola, you're reaching the hour mark of your lovely show. So, Chuck, we'll start with you. Where can people find you online, and where can they talk to you about your lovely, lovely editing skills?
You can track me down on Facebook at Chuck Pineau. I'm probably the only one that I know of. You can also track me down on Facebook at Chucky Pin. I have a YouTube channel, Chuck's Raw Reviews, where I review other people's indie comics, not my own. Those are the best places to track me down. And of course, if you're an email only kind of person, you can find me at chuckywrites@gmail.com.
Cool. Pops, sir, where can they find you? Oh, what's that again?
It's same thing. Pops Van Zant on Facebook, or In Comic Related Madness, which is where I spend all my day. I'm telling you, I got like 1,200 friends. Only 400 of them are in my group, but they're all comic people. I don't get it. It's like my page isn't where the excitement is, everybody. It's in the group. Like, join the group.
You know what, Pops? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You don't want all 1,200 of those people in there, first off. You want quality, not quantity.
Right.
So you got 400. There are probably 400 people who are good. I've adminned a bunch of groups, and I'm telling you, when you get to those stupid numbers, it's just people there ready to drop their Kickstarter and all that kind of stuff. You don't want that, man. You keep your quality.
I try to keep it to. I mean, I scream. Trust me, I scream.
Yeah, I believe it.
If they're not in 10 or 12, 15 comic groups and active in comics, they're probably not getting in the group. I mean, that's, but I'm just saying, it's like I send out friend requests to people because they're comic people, and they accept my friend request, but they never join my group.
Another piece of advice, a lot of times what will happen is that someone will accept your friend request, and then very quickly you're going to tell them, hey, check out my group.
No, I don't do that.
You want to hold back a little bit. Because the thing is that I can't tell you how often, because I don't really add a lot of friends. They friend me, and I mean that's not. You know, when you get to a certain number, you're not looking for numbers anymore. You're just looking for quality people. If you find somebody like I really want that person added, I'll add them. So it doesn't happen very often, but I get a lot of people trying to add me, and I can't tell you how often I'll add them. You know, I'll be like, yeah, okay, you passed all the tests. You're obviously in comics. Add friend, and within like the hour, it's, hey, come check out my site. Come check out this. It's like, oh, dude, seriously, here's my Kickstarter. And you're like, yeah, okay, delete it. Like,
I don't even do that. I just put it on my own page. You know,
okay,
I don't know why I don't know why you guys are taking my friend request if you're not, because I'm in the group. If you want to hang out with me, come to the group. That's but I don't go to them individually and try to get them to join my group at all. But I get a whole bunch of what you're talking about. I have a huge list of pages and groups that people want me to join that I've declined and declined and declined and declined.
There was a guy
like same thing.
There was a guy a couple of years ago had a group called Secrets Kept, and he would add you to the group without your permission, and it was a large group. It was a lot of people. And it was ridiculous. Lola, you were gonna say something first. What'd you say?
Oh, I was gonna tell Chuck to spell his email because some people might write the wrong right.
Okay, Chucky, CHUCKY, right, WRITES at gmail.com.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And Pops,
thank you.
They can find you on Facebook. Pops Van Zant. They can find Chucky. Oh, Chuck now.
At Gmail as well. If the email is Pops Van Zant at Gmail. So, you know, same thing. But nobody emails me. My email full of all that stuff that you just try to unsubscribe from over and over and over again. I hate email, man, because as soon as you show interest in anything, you get bombarded with everything.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing.
I gotta clean out my emails.
Yeah.
And then you can find Lola, of course, here on GEEKGASM and on IndieVolt.
IndieVolt Live.
Now, for IndieVolt radio listeners, I want to thank all of you. We actually got a pretty cool number. 8,888. I'll take it. So thanks for listening, you guys. And you can join that extensive number of people. You can take IndieVolt with you wherever you go. Introducing IndieVolt Radio, the perfect companion to our official website, IndieVolt.com. IndieVolt Radio plays the best in indie music, entertainment, news, and more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You hear music from talent like Park Squares and Alleys and Dimswan. Download the IndieVolt Radio app on Android's Google Play Store, or listen in with the Streamer app. That's Streamer, STREEMA, on iOS. You can also check out IndieVolt Radio by visiting our official site, IndieVolt.com, and utilizing the built-in player right there on the front page. And because you're cooped up in the house, and because you can't get out, you might as well watch some movies. And we got you covered there too, because IndieVolt does everything. Everything. IndieVolt TV, folks. That's right. IndieVolt TV is the over-the-top streaming service available on Roku and coming very soon to Amazon Fire Stick and more. Stream independent movies, music videos, wrestling, original documentaries, and more on IndieVolt TV. And hey, did I mention it's free? Nothing's better than free, right? Well, there's a few things that are better than free, and there's a few things that are even better when they're free, but this is pretty cool still. So you can find IndieVolt TV by searching the channel store on your Roku device or Roku-enabled television. It's free. What do you got to lose?
Dude,
Chuck's channel. Chuck's channel is was you saying better my IndieVolt? No, it's not. I'm just kidding. No, Chuck's. I've been stealing Chuck's content, putting it on IndieVolt TV. So,
I'm all good. I have a couple websites that do that, and you're more than welcome to it, man. That's what it's there for.
I've been talking about. I guess we can talk about a little bit about putting Essence House on IndieVolt. So that'll premiere soon. I wanted to do a actual premiere for it so that we actually have it scheduled and we can get it to our viewers. So that will be premiering soon, probably this Monday. So we'll be putting the rotation on Monday. One episode every day, and then we'll repeat it. And then we're gonna keep him very busy. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. You guys have been great. Again, check these guys out. If you're looking to get your comic edited, contact Chuck. If he can't get you in touch with somebody, he definitely can. He can get you in touch with someone if he can't do it himself. Pops is a comic collector turned comic book enthusiast. He's breaking his way. Sooner or later, he'll be running his own publishing company and pick up that comic.
I think I found my calling. It's like I'm 56, and I think I finally got slapped in the head with what I'm supposed to be doing. But I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much. I've been on local news, and that's probably the only time I ever had an audience that big to say anything to.
That's cool. That's cool. And you're welcome to come back anytime you like. We got so remember everyone, that online Comic Con sponsored by Third Empire, April 3rd to the 5th. Check that out. Contact Pops if you want some more details on that. And you can check us out here. I will be on the IndieVolt Breakfast Buzz tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Every Thursday morning. Me and Randy Zimmerman are going to talk comics, talk this industry, this crazy wackadoo comic book industry, and talk to the people who ain't getting paid. That's right. I got some publishers.
One other little plug I want to make, if I can. Mm-hmm. I also do a small podcast Thursday night, Comic Talk with Pops on YouTube. If I don't know who I'm gonna have on tomorrow night, but maybe I'll bug Chuck. I don't know. Never know.
Pops,
we'll see what happens.
Pops, always listening.
Pops, did you plug another podcast? I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. There's no honor. I'm just kidding.
I got like 10 subscribers, man. I ain't like.
Let's see if we can do that.
I've only done one show so far, so it was all about trying to promote the con, same as this. I'm just trying to promote.
Let's see if we can get that up for you a bit. So now, everybody, we will see you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and Lola will see you back here next Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Well, I'll see them at Tuesday at 9.
Yeah, Tuesday at 9 p.m. on IndieVolt Live at 9 p.m. every Tuesday, and then she'll be back with GEEKGASM at Wednesday at 9 p.m. Who's your guest next week? It's a secret? Remember, so she's gonna hold me. She's gonna hold me. She's not telling us. Okay, maybe she might doesn't want me to steal them. So I see how it is.
Very proud of me. I got my own test without his help.
Yeah. Then she didn't get him with my help. She got him with the help of these. All right, I'll see everybody.
That's how I get my customers.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I see how it is. All right. Good night, fellas. We'll see everybody out there. You guys stay happy and healthy and stay your butts in the house, read some comics. We'll see you
guys so much. Seriously.
Peace.